was listening to one of my favorite podcasts yesterday with Father John Ricardo, and he said he was praying and God put this question to him. He said, "Hey John, how many Lents have you had that have changed your life?" He said, "Hey John, how many Lents have you had that have changed your life?" He said, "None." And he could feel God kind of smiling. He says, "Isn't that a problem, John?" Yes, that is a problem. So he said it asks a question for us: what is the purpose of Lent? And there's so many ways we could answer this, and today's reading gives us one example. The purpose of Lent is to become as perfect as God is perfect. Lent's just a special time to speed up that process of becoming perfect. And Father John Ricardo said he was given an image of what that process could look like, and he saw this statue that he had in the rectory, and the statue was, it had a missing hand, and the paint was all chipped off the statue, and he was looking at it, and he said, that's me. And Jesus is the artist. He's the one who created the statue, and he's the master artist that can restore it. And he knows what it's like for the statue to be perfect. We have no real idea of what that perfection looks like, and we're also as statues incapable of restoring ourselves. So what does the statue have to do? A statue has to put itself in the art shop to allow the artist to restore it, to recreate it. So we have things in our life like missing hands that maybe we have caused to have fallen off, problems that we have created in our own lives. But then also there's like the chipped paint. So those are things just over time, effects from other people that have caused us to be disfigured. So what we have to do is present ourselves to the artist and say, Jesus, you need to restore me. You need to recreate me. You need to speed up this process of becoming perfect. So we have to put this question to Jesus, like, Jesus, what do you want to do in my life this Lent? How do you want to recreate me? How do you want to restore me? What is this perfection that you're calling me to? Because he's the one who has the vision of what it actually looks like for us to be perfect, to be fully alive with God's life. He knows what that's like. So we have to put this question to him. And then if we sense any fear, like if you could kind of see like the sandpaper coming out, and you're like, I don't want the sandpaper, because he's got to take off all the paint to repaint it, right? You just have to trust him. So you have to give up your fear. Just give the fear over to Jesus about what he wants to do in your life. Just give that over to him and trust that he knows what he's doing, because he has the vision of what it looks like for us to be as perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect. So surrender that to him. If we keep doing this again and again, times of silent prayer, just, Jesus, like, what do you want to do in my life this Lent? What does this look like? What do you want to restore? What are those missing hands that you have? Or what's the chipped paint that's happened over time? And then trust that Jesus actually wants to speed up this process of making us as perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect. So let us really enter more deeply into this Lenten period in which Jesus wants to restore us, recreate us, make us new, make us perfect as our Heavenly Father is perfect, so that one day we can actually say that this year was a Lent that changed our lives forever.